So I've officially started my day today. I know yesterday was Monday, but Monday was what I'm going to introduce as time famine. I learned about this the other day. I've never heard about time being associated as like a time famine, but it's so relevant and so true. You know, it's becoming a real situation in terms of, do you ever feel like you just do not have enough time in the day, and no matter how much you try to get through it all, by the end of the day you're just like, I haven't got to this in life, I haven't got to that in work. And that was me yesterday. And when I'm feeling like that, I'm essentially operating from what is survival mode, just trying to make it through. So I shut everything down last night and just thought, you know what, I'm just going to acknowledge that I've had one of those time famine days and start myself back to how I'd like to approach this week today. And boy, has it made a difference. So time famine, in case you don't know, but it's pretty clear, is that sense of rushing. It's that multitasking. It's when we're feeling completely overwhelmed, when we're on edge. You know, it's when you have so many things to do, but yet you feel like you've got this limited time frame to do so. It's that time scarcity. It can lead to increased stress, decreased productivity, and just a general dissatisfaction with your day to day. You know, I sometimes say, I don't know what I've achieved today, which is probably not a good thing to think about when you're in that time famine mode. So it is really a significant barrier to optimally thriving in life and work. And that's when we have this ability to shine our brightest, feel and perform at our best. So when we're constantly rushing and trying to cram in as much as possible, it can be challenging to focus. It can be challenging to be present, and that's when we don't have all that energy to be able to engage in all those tasks that we have, that we actually can manage to get through if we really look at them from a high value and low value. So I've been thinking about it, and I wanted to share with you 3 simple tactics, strategies, if you like, that I apply when I have those moments and, you know, that time famine way of doing things. First one is identify those rushing hotspots. You know, that mad rushing hotspot. You know, the pinpoint the periods of during the day of the week where you tend to rush at the most and try to, you know, fill your schedule up as much as possible because you feel like you need to be able to do it. When you actually review and identify your rushing hotspots, you can actually then start to look at, well, how do I move things around so that I can create more space and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed? The other one is a really simple one, but create space for those breaks. So take those short breaks throughout your day. So good for the mind, so good for the body. Gives us a chance to get our creative juices flowing again. We'll come back feeling way more productive. And when you give yourself a chance just to wander or not think at all, that's when you have this ability to recalibrate and have a different perspective and shift on things. Last but not least, and something that I've, you know, had to really work on, you know, over time, is sacrificing or, you know, making those trade-offs, being okay with saying no. It's not a bad thing. So again, instead of cramming everything into your schedule, consider making trade-offs, or, you know, create more space for yourself and more breathing room. And you know, you don't have to say sorry. It's almost just explaining, look, unfortunately in this instance, I'm unable to attend, or, you know, I've actually got to focus on this right now, but I look forward to the next thing. So it doesn't have to be, no is not a bad thing. And it's taken me quite a while to realize that, but it's actually, you know, gives you a sense of boundaries and, again, giving you that space and breathing room in your calendar. So last but not least, I always hear this word busy, and I used to speak to my team a lot about this, and, you know, working with various people. Busyness is also a major part of this time famine, right? So when we say we're busy, we're almost kind of creating all that overwhelm. So why not reframe it? Why not reframe it to using a word like accomplish or accomplished? If you take away the word busy, this small change in your vocabulary can shift your perspective towards a more positive, outcome-focused thinking. And that's when you can overcome this time famine. I would love to hear your thoughts on how you overcome or beat this time famine operating in survival mode. So please feel free to share.